Okay guys, so I'm gonna report back to Diablo and see what did I did wrong or what's not modifying to the PCM there, and I'll get back to you on this one.
Kick it!
Okay, so I've uploaded a few times, in tunes and different settings, but it seems that I'm encountering one difficulty, and it's that the actual rev limiter doesn't, seems that it doesn't change. I can't get it to go past the 5800 RPMs that's set on stock settings, and I'm trying to bump it up to 6200 or just anything above 6000, and so let's see here. What I did is I actually recorded. If you go into the i3, you go into the logs, I recorded some of my driving, and I did a few pulls here from 0 to 100, 1, 2, 3 here, and I've reached the actual rev limiter all the way to the red line, all the way to the rev limiter when it bumped. So I want to make sure at what speed I hit that rev limiter, and I set it up at 6200 on my tune, but I don't think I quite got there. So let's see here. Let's try this one. This is the data viewer from DiabloSport. You can download it on our website once you have your Diablo tuner. And basically, if you go into the settings, you go into tools, you go to record, and it will record all of the all of these parameters here. So you can select here a few. I select the engine coolant, the intake air temperature, the fuel ratio, air and fuel mixture onto the loop, the open loop, and the engine speed. And as you can see here, it gives you the min and the max. So the max that I got out of these runs is 5882 RPM. So let's see here. Where did I put? This is the green line. So let's follow the green line here. So there's my first pull. This is first gear. And here I got to 5790. So that was the bump. The rev limiter bump at under 58. And then second gear was here. See, sometimes when you hit the bump there's a little fraction of a second. You get past the, because of the, I guess, the forward motion or something, you get past the bump and you get a little bit higher, but yeah, so yeah, that's the problem. I can't get to tune the rev limiter. So what I did, I sent an email to Diablo last week. And I talked to Scott as well as Jonathan at support, and so Jonathan basically told me that if we go here, he told me that I needed to send him the tune file, the last written tile. So he said, go into your file and send me the last written tune. So you go into tunes, you open your tunes, and then last written tune, and send it out to him, and he sent it to his engineer, and to see what's wrong and fix it and send it back to me. So I'll get back to you on this. Hopefully it's going to be resolved, because this was the primary reason I wanted to have the tune, is to actually set up the rev limiter, the actual tire width and height, and set up the actual ability to select octane. Those three things were basically the main thing, and eventually down the road be able to get a custom tune. But right now my car is pretty stock, so I guess that's unnecessary at this point. But yeah, so I'll get back to you on this. Cheers.